What's up, guys? Matthew here, getting ready to watch the fourth episode of the fourth season of The Sopranos. The season, the season has been incredible. But I was just talking to people, and I actually saw an article online that said last episode is probably universally accepted as one of the worst episodes of the show. That just goes to prove how godly consistent this show is, because I genuinely loved that last episode. I thought that the storylines, every storyline in it, the A plot, the B plot, the C plot, everything was fantastic. The acting obviously is always incredible. And then I also got to saw, probably as an outsider who tried to stay as much away from the Sopranos as I could, so I didn't get spoiled on anything, I would probably say the Columbus meme is probably the most famous meme, or most iconic meme for me. So I had a blast last episode. I am hyped to get into this one. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. I have got the full-length reactions up on Patreon, and if you enjoy the content I make on the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It would really help me out. Let's get into it.
Who's that?
Nobody. Jersey. Ralph Cifaretto's crew.
Dude, he is. Oh, yo, Paulie has put shit in motion.
Pardon me, man.
Is he gonna search it, or is he gonna try to poke and prod to see if the information was actually correct, or is he just gonna be blinded? I don't blame him, but yeah, holy shit, dude.
Hey, Donnie, right?
John, how you doing?
Oh my god.
Not funny anymore?
John!
Johnny,
Funny, huh? What you have?
talk one time. I mean, I understand the anger. Are you gonna straight kill him? God damn, Sack.
Come on, let me get you out of here. Come on, come on.
No. Please.
Holy.
Let me buy you a drink.
Oh my sweet baby Jesus. Oh. Sackman. Oh no, I feel so bad for her. Now that she's losing some weight.
John?
What are you doing, Stella?
Penny Serenade on AMC.
I've never heard
John,
that.
your coat. Is that for Burberry? Oh my God, what happened?
Nothing.
Come on, guys.
I used it to break my fall. Jesus,
Lies.
what is this, the Inquisition now? I had a few cognacs.
I can't recall. Okay, because there's so much fucking whoring and prostituting and shit around. So I don't remember Sack cheating specifically, but it seems like he really loves and respects her.
Well, we do occasionally need ready access to our money.
Honestly, guys, I'd recommend the life insurance trust. That, coupled with the growth-oriented
God
reallocation
damn, is this season gonna be about their money problems?
of other investment vehicles.
What, like classic cars?
No, stocks, bonds.
I think he's pulling your leg, Brian.
Classic Tony.
Ginsburg? He's a CPA. He's not an investment advisor.
Oh, whatever. He knows about this stuff.
You know what, Carm? Talk to your accountant. Two heads, huh?
Dad, it's Uncle Sal.
I gotta get that. Say hello to Janelle.
I'll walk you out, Brian.
Like another cousin, or what did Sack do?
Hey,
Hey, yourself. What the fuck, John?
I got nothing to say.
Talk. Say something.
Of care.
I thought he worked for Ralph.
And Ralph works for me, so I ask you again. What the fuck?
Let it suffice that I know, and Carmine knows, that Poppy cocksucker's holding out on us. Fernandez
Dude, this
Paving,
feel-
Ralph's contracting company. My guy went over the receipts for the waterproofing at the Esplanade. This fucking Ralph's more creative than Spielberg. Consider it a message.
He's in Miami. They got phones down there last time I checked.
He's got a bad history, Tony.
Dude, this
Cute
is...
cocksucker could wind up dead.
Man,
What are
Paulie
you
has
saying here?
started the absolute downfall of Ralphie. I don't see this getting better. I see this going
Two-faced fucking prick.
down to
I
the
thought Ralph
fucking
was your
ground.
friend.
Right, that's rich. See what my friend said about my wife? Made a crack about Ginny's weight. Something about her having a 90-pound mole on her ass.
Come on, Tony. Are you able to... That's something... It sounds like something he would say.
That's deplorable.
Oh, god damn it.
Who told you this?
What's important is that it was said.
Well, if he did say it, I didn't hear it. Because he knows better than to make a remark like that when I'm around.
She's fighting a weight problem since the kids were born.
Aww.
Weight Watchers, Richard Simmons, fasting.
Dude!
She works very fucking hard.
You telling me how hard it is?
It's different for women. Body image, self-esteem.
Yo, is Sack the GOAT? I mean, I can't remember if he just cheated like the rest, but...
I had a problem with Ginny's weight. To me, she's beautiful.
Oh my god. He's a sweet angel. Who kills people whenever he wants.
Even if it was sad, you can't be serious about it winding up, you know.
She's the mother of my children.
I know she is, John. I know she is.
He's gonna
At
fucking
least
snap.
hear Ralph out. How long we go back?
Because the thing is, Ralph and everyone in this crew can't just say like, oh, I didn't make that joke, because they have made the joke 800 times before.
I'm surprised he didn't call you. Well, who knows? Maybe he'll be right.
Don't know. Dude, Furio he's pulling game. What's going on? Dude, I'm so scared. I mean, Carmel always has these moments with like 83 different men each season.
As far as I remember, once title has passed, you have no legal recourse.
Anyway, next week, I make a party for the housewarming.
What a nice idea.
Dude, he's so funny.
My real estate exam. There's one more prep course I want to take.
So,
Oh my god, dude, this is so uncomfortable. Just hoping you would come alone.
Yeah, here, you see?
Cause I keep talking like I hate cheating, but do it. Do it.
There were 15 guys at the dinner when Ralph told that joke. Could be anybody flapping their gums.
What I don't get's why. What's the upside of telling Johnny that?
Getting good with New York somehow.
Loose lips sink ships.
Okay, Chris.
Not a shit. How about Patsy? He's had issues.
I thought Patsy would have done some shit by now, but he's kind of whipped. He could be whipping up some plan in the background, but...
Besides, Ginny's that fat ass.
So look, Inspector here.
So I'm afraid that she's gonna... Because knowing Sopranos and how, like... How they fucking do it, she might fucking die of, like, a goddamn heart attack at the end of the episode or something like that. That's what I'm scared for.
3 years at Bard, and suddenly now as a senior, this epic drift. No focus, no drive.
Damn.
He's actually talked about dropping out and joining the forestry service.
Well, some people thrive on solitude.
Barely speaks to him anymore.
Since when?
Right after the rape.
Jason may be feeling guilty himself, Jen. He's powerless to avenge you, and resents.
I talked about it when it happened. Like, I felt like this would be something that sort of ripple effects throughout the rest of the show, and I really like that.
George,
Dude, he is so drippy. He's the drippiest character in the show. In a show with Silvio.
Tony called.
On his way. You know you broke up with his sister?
Nah. Not unless she told him.
At least he's not...
You know what that crazy bitch was into?
Oh, Jesus.
What? She wanted to stick a dildo.
Wanted to. Yeah, she would never, though.
I believe she was pimping me out. I told her, get the fuck out of here.
The fuck?
Whole family's nuts.
Yeah, I would never do that, though. I'm not into that sort of stuff.
Hey, Tony.
Hey!
He's taking it really well. I thought he would, being Ralphie and all that.
Hey, you. Florida's finest.
Oh, fucking shit, guys. Holy crap.
I don't remember saying anything about Ginny.
Come on, Ralph. I was sitting right there.
Well, maybe I said something. I forget. I mean, there was a lot of wine that night.
What about the land deal? Freelandheisen Avenue.
He's gonna fucking die.
Me and Zellman made all that money.
Did I tell him about it? No. But I sure as shit ended up paying for it. When you think about it, Johnny's got some balls. Big house, lying in his pocket with our hard-earned cash. Who's he think's keeping that fat bitch in devil dogs anyway?
Oh my god, dude.
He's also Carmine's underboss, so you gotta fucking placate him.
Oh, what? Apologize?
Yeah, you're gonna get on your knees and fucking beg.
Hello?
Hello, sweetie. It's your secret admirer. Is he there?
Oh, hi, Ralph. One sec. John! Ralph Cifaretto.
He didn't tell her.
I'll take it in there.
Okay, hon.
Yeah.
John, it's me. And I'm calling to tell you how appalled I am. I just got back. I talked to Tony. I love Ginny. I would never say anything like that.
It's not what I heard.
Who the fuck telling you?
From who, John?
I don't betray confidences, Ralph. Are you denying you said it?
Fuck yes, I'm denying I said it.
Oh, she's so sweet. She's gonna fucking die.
Just tell me who said this. I'll put a bullet in their fucking eye.
You're a real weasel, you know that?
John, please. Look, last year when Tony and I had our thing, that misunderstanding, you were the voice of reason. You were the one that...
he's talking himself up. Yeah, I'm going pretty good.
If that's what it takes.
Why would you apologize? I thought you didn't say it.
I didn't say it.
You know something, Ralph?
Oh my... You fucking
You're a
fumbler.
lying fucking prick. I should have let Tony chop your head off a year ago.
Nice fucking job.
What did I say? No apology.
I want you to sanction the hit on...
What the fuck?
Are you fucking kidding me? You violated my wife's honor.
No! No, no, no. Not my Ralphie.
You made a very insensitive joke about her body.
Paulie, you motherfucker. Paulie, I love you, but if you actually get him killed...
The implication was that her ass is so big she could have a mole that size removed from it.
It's an off-colored remark. It was highly inappropriate. You want? I'll demand he's taxed. But clip him?
Is it all just about money?
I'll crack him good. I'll ask for 200 grand.
200 grand for insulting my wife. What's next, Carmine? You get the fucker for $1 million?
He wants the fucker?
Oh my God.
About my wife's honor here, my honor.
A lot of blind, like, if I was someone this high ranking in this business, I wouldn't, you know, give my full blind trust to Paulie. I would...
We depend on this guy. There are millions of dollars at stake. We can't afford it, John.
A room full of guys making fun of my wife, and you're not going to let me deal with this?
Tax them all.
Not that way. My answer has got to be no.
Don't put shit in your own hands.
Thought I was in the wrong place.
What are you doing here?
Get out this girl's room.
I was looking for a glass of milk to dunk these in, and I thought maybe you could help me out. Got a meeting in the city later.
Rahima, this is my dad.
How you doing?
Anytime there's a non-Italian near him, I expect him to say the most deplorable shit of all time.
So what's this your mother tells you about you joining the Legal Aid Society?
South Bronx Law Center.
Come on, dude. You train her correctly, she'll be your goddamn lawyer in a couple of years.
And disenfranchised.
And this Rahumi, she's what, your first client? What happened to being a pediatrician? I thought that was a great field for you, the way you love kids.
Nothing happened to it. I can't explore some career options.
Oh, defending fair beaters is a career?
Is that why you came here? To annoy me?
Hey,
That's all he does. It's all that he does.
Just don't be a sucker, okay? A lot of these people, these indigenous types, they got plenty of money to smoke crack and gamble and all that shit.
You ought to know.
Oh, I see. That's what this is, huh? You're working with minorities now to get back at me.
Oh my fucking God. This guy can't get a name right to save his life.
Come on, let's,
Dude, I say it every episode. I love how much I love and at times hate Tony. And I'm gonna be quite honest, it all evens out to me just loving him. I don't know why. The formula doesn't work. Don't get fucking hit, dude. Oh, damn. Dude, he's kind of an asshole, I'm gonna be honest.
take it easy.
Riding up right on him. He knows. What are you thinking? What are you gonna do? Just keep going. You waiting for the spot?
All right, let's straighten this out.
I talked to the guy over at Fernandez Paving, the accountant. Fernandez has been using his jerk for years. Anyway, turns out you're right. Guy's been adding 50 gallons of seal in every 1,000 yards.
Excuse me. I can't do this.
Sack, sit the fuck down!
I can't listen to this bullshit.
I'm trying to explain.
Fuck you.
John, please.
Don't fucking John me.
Hey, we're trying to settle this.
It's not about that.
It's the principle.
I can't be in the same room with this man.
Convince him, Ralph. Don't fucking sit there. Especially with him, you're gonna have a fucking hit floating over your head at all times. In this business, I wouldn't want any enemies.
Jason is like the cliched psychiatrist kid.
I've probably heard it once or twice. I don't know this motherfucker's name still. I feel stupid. And I love him. Like, he's been in the show for what? Since season 2, I think? He might be the longest character whom I don't know the name of that I genuinely love in any show of all time. Maybe I do have it written down somewhere, but I didn't connect it.
What is wrong with you?
When you ignore me, Tony, when you trivialize things that are important to me, like this family's financial security, it makes me feel unloved.
That's the only thing that makes you feel unloved?
You equate love with money.
You equate love with money.
You both kind of do. He buys the gifts, she accepts the gifts. That's...
Johnny and Ralph Cifaretto, right? Ralph insulted John's wife?
That's correct.
Who's on the wire now?
John,
oh my god, dude.
Oh.
Slow down, Jesus.
Exactly.
You made a very hurtful remark. It's not worth repeating.
It's not important. Let's just agree it was unkind.
Let's point out, too, it's only been alleged something was said.
He allegedly said what he said to a group of people.
Did you ask the people?
Somebody in my family's talking out of school, and you're not at liberty to say who? I should be making the beef here.
My nephew's right.
Let's stick to the issue. A horrible insult was made against Ginny. End of fucking story.
So what does he want done about it?
I want to avenge her honor. This is my right to do.
Jesus Christ.
All right, fine. You tell me who told you about it. We'll bring him in here. He corroborates what you're saying. I'll give you Ralph on a platter.
He's not gonna give up the name, right?
Is clipping him gonna unring that bell?
Nobody's getting clipped.
I want satisfaction.
Everyone laughed at the joke. Are you gonna kill everyone who laughed at it?
That ship has sailed.
You're being unreasonable, John.
Ralph Cifaretto's the only one who knows how to handle the Esplanade? Put Pontecorvo in there.
There are millions of dollars at stake.
Again with the money?
Yeah, again with the money.
You're in the money business.
Sell, John. So either name a price or get the fuck over it.
Damn, I like Carmine too. I feel like this is the first time we've actually gotten true fucking focus on him.
It's me. What, are you still asleep?
No, I was, doing something.
I took John to dinner last night. Ralph's got a big problem, kid.
Thought you squashed it.
I did. Problem is, I don't know if John's hearing me.
He's going for it. He had them oranges, but again, it could be a red herring.
I didn't say nothing. We share the Esplanade, Tony. I don't want that apple cart upset.
Yeah, then somebody should do something about it.
I appreciate your thoughts.
You saying what I think you're saying?
Really?
I didn't say nothing.
Really? Is Ralph more important than Sack?
20 years I've been friends with John. Now he's gotta go. All over.
Again, this is my first piece of Mafia media, so there are still points where I'm like, what's the hierarchy? What's this? Is Ralph really pulling? We were having money troubles earlier. He was getting yelled at in the beginning of the season.
You never made a joke about Ginny Sack.
Not like that.
Yeah, well, fuck him and his highfalutin bullshit. Who does he think he is? So Walter Raleigh?
That's enough of you and your stupid fucking remarks. Go back to Miami and play volleyball, whatever the fuck it is you do down there.
I love when he gets angry. The more I watch this whole thing, it just feels like a high school drama. They're talking behind each other's backs, fucking petty arguments. I love it.
Goes to Boston a lot. Visit his father.
Do it up there?
Could happen up there.
You want my advice?
I love these scenes,
You'll
man.
call Lou DiMaggio. The Atwell Avenue boys.
What, those sicko fucks in Rhode Island?
They may be old, my little nephew, but those dogs can still hunt.
I don't trust that shit, I'm gonna be honest.
About them. Something to do with drugs.
Are they gonna fail this hit, dude? I mean, there's a history of
Back in
failing
the
hits
50s,
here.
it was raining cash with that shit.
Unless it's a young, handsome guy, the hits don't land.
Anyway, that was Lou while he still had his health.
I love these fucking, like... I talk about it almost every goddamn episode. The characters in the show are some of the most realistic, and I don't know if this makes sense, but lived-in characters. If I ever go blind, I don't care how confident and how used to walking in a certain area I am always putting my hand out. I am not getting embarrassed like that.
My name's Chris, too.
Oh, yeah? Are you into drugs?
What? No. What do you mean?
We don't work for drug dealers.
No.
Of course not.
No.
Want some coffee?
No, thanks.
Rose?
Yeah, Pop.
More Sanka.
This is interesting. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. He'll be coming up through here next few days. The guy on the left.
Oh, gee, I was about to say, fucking distinguish this.
Have you seen my sweater? The cable knit?
The white one? It shrunk. I put it in the bag for Goodwill.
I told you I was going to bring it up to Dad.
I'm sorry. It's in the basement near the card table.
Get notified?
It's me. I just hung up with the guy, Jerry from Fort Lauderdale. That guy we're looking for. He's at the Del Rey Hotel in Miami.
Holy fucking shit, dude. Are we about to get a double hit at the same time?
Send someone over there tomorrow to take care of it then.
Are you sure you want to do this? I'd feel a lot better with the Pope's blessing.
Just do as you're told. I'll deal with the fallout.
Who was that, hon?
This man is over here defending your honor. And he's gonna get killed for it.
I was working in the yard. Clear the weeds.
Never right, he does. He do gotta get rid of that ponytail. Just keep it hanging out.
So that's the garage in question. Anthony, don't wander off.
We'll have to go to the bathroom.
Just stay put. We're leaving in 5 minutes. So you're thinking of making that in the car?
No, I'm so scared, dude. It happens every season, almost every goddamn episode, but I want something to happen so bad, but I at the same time want it to not happen as equally. Carmela.
I was never so happy in my life as when I worked at that place. Sometimes.
Guys, help.
Of olives in a restaurant and a store, maybe. It makes me very sad.
Oh. I like getting Furio focus. I've been begging for this, and I like seeing sort of another side. But I also fear that if he continues down the path that this is going, he's going to get killed.
Say hi to Dad for me. I put Allegra's graduation picture in a frame for him.
Oh, this is gonna be a plot twist, and fucking Jeannie's gonna die somehow. The other two are gonna survive. I don't know. I'm scared. They wouldn't clip both of them. There's gotta be trickery afoot. They're not gonna just do it straight up like that. They're not gonna have a fucking send-off like that and then actually go through with it, are they? Oh my god, no. I don't want anyone to die, but Ralphie the most. I love him. He's so entertaining. Guys, no, don't fucking, dude, my heart's pounding. Don't be cheating. What's going on? Ginny, are you okay?
Hello?
This fucking tension is killing me. Is it just you're eating? Nothing bad, right? Oh, that's okay.
What the hell's this? I thought you were on the Atkins.
I am. It's hard, John. I'm trying.
Don't. Okay, yeah, just...
This is how you try? I'm not out of the house 10 minutes?
I was dizzy. I was having low blood sugar.
What happened to the fruit salad then?
You were the one who was supposed to quit smoking and didn't.
Nicotine's an addictive substance.
So's food.
Me.
Did I ever ask you to go on a diet? Did I ever ask you to be thin for me? The fasting, the Nutrisystems, those goddamn dealer meal cards?
It's the world, John. Our culture.
What's that? You have any idea what you've done?
Oh, don't say it like that.
Me. You lied.
I know I've gained weight these last few years.
Zach, calm down. This is heartbreaking.
The way men look at them.
Don't I look at you like that? Haven't I always?
Dude, this is so sweet. I don't want anyone to die.
Dieting nonsense.
I want you to be proud.
I am proud of you, baby.
Welcome to the Del Rey Hotel.
No, 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 not the Ralphster. Anyone but the Ralphster. He won't. Nah, they won't get him. He won't die in a fucking Speedo right here. They wouldn't do that to me. Feels like they fucking kill someone every goddamn episode. Pick up the phone. No, it's Zach calling it off, right?
Hello. Listen, it's me. I just talked to my guy again. We're calling it off.
Thank you.
I'm already out here, though. Like, right there.
We'll work something out then. Don't worry about it.
No, don't fucking.
I want half.
All right, whatever.
Getting out?
Oh, thank fucking God. Thank fucking God. Don't triple trick me. Don't triple trick me.
What's your fucking problem?
No, don't, Ralph. Thank fucking God for that elevator. If he would have ran his mouth for another 2 fucking seconds, it would have been over. This is one of the best episodes of the show for me. Not like top 5, but like a nice clean top 20. I like this. Although I'm gonna hear that, you know, this is one of the fucking most hated episodes of the show for some reason. Because people don't have tastes.
Okay.
Oh, this poor kid. I don't remember his name. I'm gonna call him Baby Bobby.
No!
It's Bobby Jr.
Here.
Gabriella.
Again, there was still oranges though, so and they sort of built up death the entire episode that they could fucking spring a goddamn surprise heart attack shit bullshit on me.
Come in. You come.
Oh no, he's getting fucking rizzy with everybody. This is the peak male specimen. I'm so scared, dude. This episode has got me. Oh, I love it. I love it. He's risen up. He don't care. Tony don't care. She's feeling him. But again, like the reason I love the sort of Melfi dynamic.
At least it's not just.
I fucking summon her with her and Tony. I really like what goes on with Carmela and her like male love interests. How the will they, won't they.
I went to see Sask at school the other day, and I'm in the parking garage over there. I was driving around for 20 minutes when finally I spot someone leaving, this big Bluto sort of guy. I must have crowded him as he headed for his car. Anyway, he turned...
Yeah, you were fucking right up on his ass.
Parking garages are not inherently dangerous places, Jen. You cannot blame yourself for what happened to you. Turns out this guy was probably another parent.
Oh, didn't even recognize it? Or is he's just not saying it? I thought there was a look of...
And beat me up. Would I be saying, gee, I shouldn't have tried to park my car?
I like that. I fucking love that, dude. I love that so much. Again, I think I said this last episode a lot. Sophisticated. I feel like that's the best way to describe the storytelling in this.
You could tell Ralph I've decided to accept his apology.
But don't ever fucking say anything about my wife again.
No more weight remarks, Tony. They're hurtful and they're destructive.
Oh.
Oh, I agree.
Throughout this course of the show, I started really, you know, liking Sack. But now, I love him, and I'm scared that he's still gonna get popped.
Bought you something.
He can sense anytime his wife's feeling upset. Happy? You like what you see, Tony? Proud?
Look like a model.
Listen to him now.
Let's just immediately take it off. I don't know. I can't read her. I can't tell if she's... Like half the time she seems like she loves it. She's smiling there, okay, but when he's not looking, she's kind of like about it. Come on, it's romantic music. I thought that I didn't think the music was happening. I thought it was background. I forget the word. Diegetic, something like that. This is very elongated. I love elongated scenes and like drawn out stuff because it adds a sense of tension. Because sometimes, and it's very often with this show, it'll just end. But other times they'll hit you with a fucking plot twist or a cliffhanger or cut to another scene or. Oh Jesus, that's fucking wild. Can I be honest? That right there is fucking wild. Obviously another fantastic episode. It's interesting too because again, I myself, because I stayed so far away from The Sopranos, I never really heard anything like negative about like dips in quality or anything like that. I'd be very interested to see if people like just don't like the episodes where there's less mob shit involved, which I think is genuinely funny, to be quite honest, especially in a show like this, like a show like maybe something like a Breaking Bad, like a show that's sort of more like on the entertainment side. Like it has real shit, you know what I mean, and there's themes and all that. But I feel like for the most part, Breaking Bad is more like pure entertainment. If there's not, pure action or drug dealing or this or that, I can see a scenario in which people would be upset with the episode they were given, or you know what I mean, disgruntled or whatever. But a show like The Sopranos, again, maybe I'm reading this entire thing incorrectly, but I never feel like the main fucking point is the mob shit. It's always the family dynamics and the relationships between, you know what I mean? Like I never really feel any like sort of dependency on, I need to see 83 people get shot. Oh, I need to see a drug deal go down. Like I don't need any of that. This fucking, again, I'm pretty sure I said it in the middle of the episode. I feel like this sort of thing, and I said it throughout the show, I believe too. This feels like a fucking high school drama with gossiping and shit going down. And I love it. It's like fucking like peak drama with, instead of it being in high school, there's the threat of death and assassinations going on and shit like that. And I love that. And again, the mob part isn't the part that I love for it. The drama is the reason I love it. This petty fucking rivalry, the fucking backstabbing. I love it. I really love it. And then, again, going through the entire sort of character list, I guess you could say, and how each episode sort of has like 3 or 4 different storylines, I think it's done phenomenally. Like, I don't know. I think with the quality of writing, like, and I wouldn't go as far to say like a full bottle episode, but I mean, like, next episode could be like fucking half about Meadow doing some shit law related in her school, and then the other half being AJ fucking doing some dastardly, teen shit. And I would be like, oh, this is excellent. This is excellent. And they go through a little character arc, character challenges, complications. I would love it. I would really love it. Specifically this episode, Johnny was fantastic. Again, another thing I said throughout the episode, like, he's been in the show since season 1, really. Like, a mention here, a mention there, an appearance here, appearance there. But it wasn't until sort of like mid-season 3 he really started getting focus, in relation with Ralph. And just those two together I really liked, sort of the plotting, the scheming, almost trying to get some power, or at least a really strong ally. And this episode that sort of flipped its head, where Paulie's trying to get in a little bit and then pushing Ralph out because of their little rivalry. And it's not little, it's a big ass rivalry. But this the past like 8 or 9 episodes, I have really genuinely loved Johnny. Like, he's been a very entertaining character. This episode, I feel like, was the first time we saw like an actual personal side, like a loving, caring family type role for the story, as opposed to the sort of, again, the pure mob related stuff in the later in the past seasons. And I really liked it. Like I said, it felt Again, I can't recall off the top of my head. I don't think I've seen Johnny cheat. But, you know, these are all fucking dogs, all pieces of shit, so it probably has happened. And he probably does do it, but there's still that sort of love and respect towards his wife, and I really fucking appreciate that. Like I said, you know, one of my most recurring things I say throughout the show, and it's very difficult in a show like this, considering the fact that literally all of the characters cheat. So I can't like do like a blind like I hate all cheaters, because again, cheating is probably one of my most hated things. Like to my fucking core, I genuinely despise it. But at the same time, I can take a step back, and especially from like a watching fictional characters perspective, I can understand like there are other sides to what's going on. And actually, I think I make a lot of jokes about it. You know, with specifically Tony, like me loving him and me hating him. But I think this show might have. This is gonna sound wild. Do not clip this. And fucking send this to people I know. But I think that this show has sort of opened my eyes towards cheating. Not in the sense that I would do it, but I mean, I don't have like blind, pure rage and hate against it. The characters in this show are so fucking deep and complex that I sort of understand. Again, I don't agree with it. I want to really emphasize the fact that I do not agree with it. I don't like it. I don't respect it at all. But I don't know. It's just I don't feel blind hatred towards it like I normally have in my life. And it's because I care about all sides. I care about all characters. And I really I love that fucking shit. Like it's making me challenge my morals almost. Like I fucking hate Tony and I hate him cheating, but then, you know, I feel like I'm in the same boat as fucking Carmelo. Like he'll do some sweet shit. And I'll be like, oh, this motherfucker. This Rizzy motherfucker, he's got me back on his side. But then I take another step back and go, damn, I hate him. So it's like a never-ending cycle. Like the ups and downs. I forget what episode it was. I think it was it the Italy episode in season 2, I believe. Me and Dace were watching, and we were like, fucking hated what went down. Hated the characters, and someone in the comments was like, that's why this show is so good, because the characters let you down. They're realistic. They're real written humans, and they fuck up, and they make you proud, and then they do something shitty. And I really love that. Again, I'll repeat it, and I'll keep sucking off the show. The most realistic characters I've ever really seen in fiction. Really, I would be very interested to see at the end of the show, and this is like, you know what I mean, obviously 3 seasons down the line. So I'm not going to go into any real in-depth thought about it, but I mean, like, I'm going to rank each season, but I also, some of these characters are going to end up on my like top 100 characters list all time. Tony, Carmela, obviously Livia. I think people like Richie and Ralphie are probably just outside. But like still, like, oh my god, there's so many goddamn good characters in the show. And then obviously talking about the tension, and I think I've spoken about it on my Sopranos reactions. I know damn well I've spoken about it on my Fargo reactions, because I quite honestly feel like that show is the best at this feeling, evoking this sort of feeling. I love tension. I love, like, you know what I mean, like always feeling uneasy, always feeling like something bad's gonna happen, and then either sort of having a big climactic plot twist or doing some sort of anticlimactic, you know, pullback. And this episode did a sort of anticlimactic pullback fucking fantastically. It kept me on edge the entire episode. And like I said, I don't care what goes down in an episode of The Sopranos. The quality is so high that I'm always sort of entertained, and I always have my eyes locked to the screen. But then you add into the fact that, you know, some of my favorite characters are having the threat of death immediately put on them for like an hour. I was into it. I was feeling it so good. And then also something I love too. I like the writing, as in like in universe sort of perspective. Like the tension was crazy and all that, and you know, the characters, the arguments, everything was fucking fantastic. But then you take a step back, and you know, maybe it could be foreshadowing for another episode, and people point back to this moment. But I love the idea of having the oranges there, because that's almost like a meta reference or a meta message to people who have watched stuff like The Godfather, to people who know of orange foreshadowing in a lot of pieces of media, and it immediately it double puts you on edge. Because not only is the story telling me that something bad is going to happen, but it almost feels like the creators of the show are going, yeah, motherfucker, you know it's about to go down. And then nothing happens. And I love that. Again, another thing I've spoken about on the channel. Anticlimax is one of my, when done correctly, can be one of my favorite sort of things to use in media. I don't know how to explain it. Like, I don't want it to happen more often. I'm not saying it's underutilized, because obviously, you know, big plot twists, big moments like that are important, but just the ability to sort of, like I said, this episode had me hanging on the edge of my seat the entire thing, and then to not do it at the end, like it doesn't feel cheap to me. It doesn't feel like, I don't feel unsatisfied. I just feel like, oh, those motherfuckers got me. They tricked me. I thought something bad was gonna happen, and nothing bad happened. Yet, I mean, again, like I said, with Ralph and the Oranges, that could be something that gets brought back as another piece of foreshadowing in next episode or an episode after that. So that's another thing too. It doesn't necessarily happen to a lot of the major characters, like the main build cast, but I think that there's a surprisingly high amount of death on this show. I didn't expect this. Like, even for like going into like a mob-related show, I did not expect this much death. And I mean, like, no one really died that episode. But I mean, like, every episode I feel like someone important dies. I like that, because it's not like cheap, if that makes sense. The deaths feel sort of earned, and they really hit. And I really love something that I will talk about, that I think, I don't think this show does like the absolute best of TV that I've seen, but one of, is the ability to blend the different plots of the episode together, not just thematically. Because I think thematically, The Wire is probably the best show I've ever seen at that. Literally weaving like all 18 of their plots throughout the season, you know, whether it be like institutionally or just sort of, I don't want to say spiritually, I don't know, but weaving them together so that the themes match perfectly. But like, I feel like every sort of storyline relates or parallels with each other. And then not only that, like, again, on the meta aspect, but I mean, even stuff like the therapist seeing Tony, small stuff like that. I don't know how to explain it. It feels earned. If you understand what I mean, it feels sophisticated again. It's not like, I don't know how to explain it. I just think it's really goddamn good. I think everything in this show is fucking perfect. But the characters are so well written, and again, I hate repeating myself, but I want to just sort of emphasize the points I make. The characters are so fucking realistic. Like, I feel that they're real. I feel like someone spent 10 hours, you know, writing these motherfuckers' dialogue down to really hammer it down, and it's fucking fantastic. And even like, I think so far, I feel like Melfi has sort of not been focused on at all that much. I can't even remember the amount of scenes, but it feels like she's had fucking 5 at tops. And not that that's a complaint, because I expect her to get some major focus throughout the rest of the season. Obviously, she'll get 1 or 2 sort of major focus episodes as well, because it's Melfi. But I like the ability to sort of advance plots and advance character development just through a scene here and a scene there. Like, you understand what I mean? I feel like earlier in the show they actually were worse at this, and I feel like they've gotten better. But I feel like they have their major characters, and they have sort of specific episodes devoted to focusing on them entirely. But in the beginning of the show, they sort of, when they weren't being focused, they weren't really shown at all. You know what I mean? They'd be like gone for 2 or 3 episodes. But now I feel like, you know, when there's a sort of character arc or character development in the works that's about to happen, they sort of sprinkle in a little bit. And I don't think it's perfect, and I'm not saying that I have a problem with it. But I just find that interesting. Like someone like Christopher, for example. Major character, one of the most important characters, one of the best characters, one of the best character arcs, and the most potential in the show. I feel like he had the first 2 episodes. Well, the first episode had a lot of focus on him. Second episode had focus on him decently amount, and then he's had nothing essentially for the last 2 episodes, other than just, you know, an appearance here, appearance there, saying a couple lines. So again, I'm not saying that like that's a negative or anything like that. It's just that I see what they do often with that. So when they throw in and they sprinkle in something like these Melfi scenes or even the Meadow scenes, I enjoy that a lot more. I think that's, again, I don't want to keep using the word sophisticated, but in an already sophisticated show, not every single little tiny aspect of the story, of the plot, of the characters, of the creation of the show is absolutely 10 out of 10. There are some things where it falls slightly below. So seeing them either improve or, you know, do something better in that regard, I really like. Because again, it makes the whole season feel earned, if you guys understand what I mean. Again, because of the structure of The Sopranos, I feel like, I don't know how to describe it. Not bottle episodes in the normal sense of like there's one location and it's for like budget reasons. Maybe I'll call it like an emotional bottle episode, to where they put so much focus on one character that, you know, that character or the episode sort of becomes synonymous with that character arc. Again, I feel like a lot of shows don't really do that as much nowadays. It's more like everyone gets a slice of the pie each episode to sort of, you know, it's just something I've noticed about the show. And I don't really have, again, I don't have a preference. I'm not saying I prefer this or I prefer that, but I enjoy when they sort of spread it out a little bit. I don't know. When you sprinkle it across the whole season instead of just doing episode here, nothing, episode here, nothing, it feels like you have more of them. Even if you actually got less, it feels like you saw the development happen more over time. Sorry for the tangent. I don't know. That was a great episode. The Tony stuff was fantastic, obviously. But I think the real shiner, the main plot, you know what I mean, with the Ginny, Ralphie, and Sack shit, was phenomenal. Was absolutely phenomenal. And I was really, really goddamn scared that they were gonna wipe my boy out, Ralphie. He's obviously gonna die at some point, probably sometime relatively soon, at that. But I don't know. I love him so much. Like, he's so entertaining. And again, like, he's not past Tony for me, and he's not past Carmela, but he's right there. He's my third favorite alive character. I don't know. Maybe even, I think after that, is it maybe Sack and Christopher? Or my 4 and 5, maybe? Because again, Janice, I really fucking loved in season 2. Haven't loved her that much. I haven't hated her or anything like that. It just sort of been towards her the last season and a half. But that might be crazy to say that Sack might be my 5th favorite character alive right now. Because again, I love Sylvia, but Sylvia does not get enough focus for me. Paulie doesn't get enough focus. Again, I'm not like shitting on the show saying, oh, this show's terrible, they need more focus on this. I'm just saying on a specific character level, some of these guys would be a lot higher if they were given more focus. I like what's going on with Furio, too. I'm scared about what's going on with Furio, especially with that fucking last scene right there. She is feeling Furio. Thinking about him having sex with your husband? Holy shit, dude. But I like that, because that was one of my big complaints about the last 2 seasons, was the fact that Furio felt like a nothing burger. He felt, you know what I mean? Oh, here's the hot Italian guy who's the muscle, and he's, you know, he's like a psychopath. He'll do whatever you tell him, like a rabid dog. But now we're getting that sort of the softer side, little character development. I could see a world in which maybe he doesn't even do anything. Maybe Carmela or Tony just thinks that Carmela did something or thought something, or, you know what I mean, has certain feelings, and maybe he fucking loses his temper and puts a hit out on him. I don't know. I'm excited for the rest of the season, though. I think that's going to be it for me. The Patreon, I have it full length up on there. I'm also multiple episodes ahead. I have it written in the comments, the exact episode I'm on, if you want to get it early. I'll repeat it I'll probably repeat it for the next couple episodes just to remind people. As of right now, like I said, going back down to 1 episode per week. It's probably going to be like that 100% for season 4. For season 5, I may go back to 2, and there's a really good chance for season 6 that I would go back to 2. But right now it's a little too far out for me. But I would really appreciate it if you subscribed. It really helps me out. And like I said, not like putting pressure or anything like that. But if I were to get more subscribers from it, I probably would be able to go back up to 2 a week. And I would also appreciate it if you liked and commented. I really appreciate everything you guys do, watching the channel and commenting. I love talking to you guys about the show and your feelings. I mean, obviously, I know most people that watch these reactions, their favorite show is The Sopranos, so they sort of feel a really close connection with it. And I understand that because I've had it with, you know what I mean, Lost. I've probably seen 10 reactions of Lost on YouTube and Attack on Titan and all that. So I really enjoy being able to sort of watch this for you guys. But that's going to be it for me. You guys have a go, and I'll see you next week.